Hey guys, this is episode 105 of the Daily BE, and we are outside here. I was shining my shoes here, and I happened to be at my father and Ron's place, and happened to ask him about, I said, okay, Dad, I need a handful of shoe shine material. What do you got? And unbeknownst to me, I had on my hands an entire box of a lot of random things. I thought it'd be kind of fun to just walk you guys through this. One to kind of illustrate how far down the rabbit hole one can go in the shoe shine world, and there are probably others far more talented and knowledgeable than us when it comes to shining shoes, so their boxes could be considerably larger. Nevertheless, I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of go through this, and this is really probably more like, I would say, 20 to 30 years of stuff. And of course, some of it probably got thrown out over the years. But as you'll see in a second, a lot of things got added and the process went on and on. So it's kind of cool. This is definitely your 1980s era automatic shoe shiner, shoe polisher by Presto. Did not use it. I did it the old-fashioned way with just a rag, of which there are a handful. And I don't think it's, well, hopefully it's not too unique to my father and I, but we tend to have old clothes that we no longer use and cut them up and use them for rags for miscellaneous purposes, one of which is obviously shining shoes. But there is much more of a kind of a microfiber sort of rag that's obviously meant for shining shoes, and this has been around a long, long time. You can tell from all the stains on it, but also it's starting to fall apart. Kind of cool. And then, of course, the meat of this whole little video here is there is a lot of seemingly random shoe polish material. Spare brush for the 1980s. Smaller brush for trying to get off grime and some problem spots. And then a handful of things. So if you're looking to build your own shoe shine kit, one, you don't need to have too much, really. Something that you'll see that's very common, and this is by a popular company, probably in your department store, is just a brush that has a little bit of shoe polish kind of embedded in it. And these won't last forever, but they'll last long enough. So you don't have to really worry about taking a rag and smearing it all over your shoes using the cream or some kind of polisher. So there's a couple of those in here. And then when you start looking into shoe shine, you'll see a handful are neutral. So you can use those on really any color of shoe, whether it's a brown leather, black leather, anything in between. And then sometimes you'll find ones that are specifically for, say, black. Is this one black? Yes. And then go in the other direction, you have one for brown, apparently. And so on and so forth. A whole bunch of kind of redundant items in some ways, but nevertheless, we pick these up from different brands and different shoes and different times. But the one thing I would like to kind of illustrate, and this is something that I didn't use a lot of up until recently, is this guy. This is a heel and a sole edge dressing. And so what that is on the edge of your shoes, and I just used it, I probably should have showed you this before I did it, but this edge on the sole can kind of scuffed up, and it can start to expose kind of the raw leather, assuming of course that the sole is a leather sole like this. You can tell because it's been scuffed away as opposed to like a rubber. And what that can do is that on the sides of the shoe, on the sides of the sole there and around to the heel, you'll kind of get that worn exposed raw leather that comes up on the sides. And so what this is for is it's got a little bit of a built-in sponge and an applicator, and so after you shake it up a little bit, it'll slowly but surely come up, and the sponge kind of keeps a controlled flow. And you'll go around the sides of the shoe, all around, and that just makes everything nice and black again, in this case, and protects it and takes care of the sides. And then of course, as you probably know, all of these polishers, whether it's neutral or whether it's for black shoes, brown shoes, and so on, that's for the actual leather. You'll take a rag and just shine it up. So I think what I'll do in the future, I need to partner with some professional shoe shine gentlemen in the neighborhood and see if we can do a video together to kind of walk you through how to shine a pair of shoes like a pro. So I think that'd be a valuable episode here. But nevertheless, kind of a fun little video. I thought there's too many interesting random things in this one box to not make a dedicated YouTube video. So maybe you can check with your folks, check with your dad, maybe your grandpa, and see, you know, hey, do you have a shoe shine box? Let me play with it. You might be surprised what you find. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and tomorrow we'll be back with another episode and another topic. All right, thank you, guys. Have a good day.